Welcome to Daily Guitar Draw. Welcome to the the live stream competition prize draw thing. And I normally have it in front of me, what episode it is and what date it is, etc. And it's currently not showing, hence my utter and total and complete confusion. I am Ben Crow, Master Luthier at Crimson Guitars, and
I'm the sidekick.
you are the sidekick.
I'm Tom Webster, and
hell no.
Yeah, happy to be here.
You are Tom Webster, and you make it possible for me to get any time at all on my workbench by doing all the stuff that I really don't enjoy and I'm not actually particularly good at, and you both enjoy it most of the time.
That's an absolute lie.
And are good at it.
I don't think it's a lie that you're not good at it. I think you just choose not to do it, which I don't blame you. But yeah.
Work to your strengths and find people who have strengths opposite to yours and then partner up with them and make beautiful things. And what we are currently doing here is building a beautiful guitar museum, among other things. And creating that guitar museum is an absolute insanity. It shouldn't have even been attempted in the first place. There I am, putting my phone on silent because I'm a professional.
Well, it's good to check that we're not muted or anything like that. That's
well, there we go.
always important when your phone goes off at the start of a live stream.
It's fine. We're humans. We're humans. But Daily Guitar Draw is here to function, to serve as the main funding source for creating this museum. And yeah, it's supremely exciting, and we really do appreciate your support. So we have got Anonymous Botch, Vicky Johnson, Nicola Scripanti, Big Cats Guitars, Green Thumb 30, spelled GRN Thumb 30. That gave me pause for thought. It says, fingers crossed, my daughter was devastated when her headstock got broke at school. An accident, not her fault, but she loved that guitar. First of all, I've got a video repairing a headstock on the main Crimson Guitars channel. Second of all, part of what I have planned for the Dorset Guitar Museum that I haven't spoken to Tom yet about is exactly this. Well, not necessarily exactly this, but in the medium term, we're in the process of getting the museum set up as a bona fide charity. It's a long process. It's lots of paper. It's lots of work, and it's going to be insane. Once that is sorted and done, and a part of what I want the museum to do is also be promoting and supporting musicians or proto-musicians who are not able to get into it, literally by taking donations of guitars and then farming them out to people who deserve it and need them. We would also be potentially working with schools to repair, restore broken instruments and then get them back into the hands as a charitable part of what the whole charity does, essentially. It's a thought in progress.
Yeah, it's exciting. And I think you have mentioned that to me. So slightly less panic than there normally is when...
Oh, I'm sure I could find another idea.
No, I'm sure
just give me half a second.
Just got that look in your eye of...
Crazed insanity. Okay, we also... Who else? Paul Buxton, hoping to win. We're only drawing 3 guitars today, actually, which is gonna be the way. We've got Katie Fournier says, "Good luck to everybody." T-Fetch is in. We've got Revs talking about Revstar from T-Fetch. Says, "Sharp ass frets need a crown and polish." I was working on the. Sadly, this did not happen on camera. But I was working on
the other day. Yeah.
The other day, yeah. The Cowrie guitar that I'm building, and I just put the frets in, snipped the ends off, and Sam Falloon, who's here, Vintage Sam, he's helping with the museum and everything. He handed me a Diet Coke. I put it down next to the neck, and the fret just pierced the side. Are you going to
say the most important bit? That I was stood dead opposite you,
right opposite me, and before you know what's happening, you are absolutely covered in Diet Coke from nowhere.
You touched it so gently as well.
So yeah, don't mess with sharp fret ends, people. JL Photo and Luthier, feeling lucky today. Hope I made some donations. You very much did. Paul Cook, how are you? Forrest Pfeiffer, good afternoon, everybody. Lisa Harshberger, how are you? And yes, we also have in the background actually Joe Webster, one of Tom's multitudinous little brothers. There's 3 of them?
three of them.
There's three of them. It's like
Just
a
lose track.
a horde of, and they're all talented, and your family's
to a degree.
Well,
actually more talented than I am probably in terms of music. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is that. But anyway, Joe Webster is helping to put Daily Guitar Draw together and keep everything running. He's going to be handing us the guitars, and he's also in the chat. So we have been missing every now and then, because we've got other stuff going on here. We've missed parts of the chats, etc. If you do have something that you really, really want to make sure that we see, put it through as a super chat. It's that we really will. It will flash up on the screen. I will see that. But if not,
Yeah, Joe should pick up quite a bit of it. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so people saying it seems a bit quiet. I've just upped the volume a bit. This is a very weird. I need to completely overhaul this whole system, and we will get there. But anyway, look, 3 guitars today. I don't know what the news is. What is the news?
Well, I mean, 3 guitars today, but technically,
a very exciting one.
Kind of drawing about. Well, not drawing, but there are about 8 prizes that have technically been given away, because we got the. Well, you might have to pull up on your screen, but we've got the PRS USA John Mayer Silver Sky and Polar Blue that we had. Didn't necessarily advertise as well as we should have done, but there were a bunch of instant win prizes on that as well. And the tickets were randomly generated as well. So we're going to be doing more competitions.
Okay, that hasn't quite hit our screens yet. Once the competition finishes, it goes off the screen until we click somebody who's won it. But in other news, we are now literally adding a new guitar every single day. This one's had a single ticket sold, Fender 2014 pawn shop, Mexican Strat Deluxe with upgraded pickups. That is a Seymour Duncan Invader, which was the pickup in my youth. I used exclusively for a number of years because I equated power with talent, something like that. But the neck pickup on that guitar is actually a House of Tone, which is really cool. An 8-string, Michael Kelly, very, very good quality bass, and we've had a full setup and fretwork done on there. Another hollow body too, although this one without the piezo's. And this is my favorite. We are going to be adding vintage guitars to the mix every now and then, and this is an early 80s Gibson Challenger 1.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's incredible. We had one of these donated to the museum that it had some extra work done to it, and that's in the museum at the moment. And basically 2 weeks afterwards, this popped up on Facebook Marketplace in the next town
down
over.
The road, yeah.
And they don't come up often. We had to buy it. We didn't really need it because we already had one in the building. So here you go. They sound great. They're lightweight. Speaking of which, Joe, we need to add weights to every single listing. That's something that people want to know, and we need to do that. We also need to mention what we do with left-handed people who win who are left-handed. We're getting there. There's a lot going on. Anyway, so yeah.
Should we do it?
Well, let's do that. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through this.
Yeah, the prizes for the PRS were it was a £50 store credit, which had already been won. £25 cash or store credit, £75 Crimson Guitars voucher, £50 store credit, and then £25 cash or store credit as well. So those were all won and have been claimed, and you would have been emailed if you were one of the lucky numbers.
That is cool. Sorry, I'm just looking at these things going, ooh, well, that's nice. Ooh. Strat, that's a beautiful telly. There's a really nice telly coming soon. The Gretsch is doing very well as well. So this Gretsch was an interesting one. Josh, who works over there, he was buying a personal guitar for himself. And at the same time, the guy's like, well, I've also got this Gretsch. And he phoned me while I was at my at Orson's jiu-jitsu stuff and said, do you want a 125th anniversary GE 120? And I'm like, hell yes, I do. And here we are. One of you is going to win it.
I feel like all
Low
the
odds.
happened at Orson's jiu-jitsu.
A lot of stuff, yes. That is very true. You phoned me.
I know.
I was doing some accounts work while he was training, and you phoned me on Signal. My computer rang very loudly in a moment of silence. I'm fumbling to mute that, and then the phone goes. It was just
It was brilliant because the timing was just as you picked up the phone to me. You just whisper into it. I'm sorry. It was just I could understand why, but it was very weird to only receive that side of
Whisper
it.
into your ear, Tom. Anyway, let's have a look. So,
Let's draw something.
let's draw something. Let's do that. Yeah, what's the plan? What have we got?
I think should we do the PRS last?
Yes. Okay. So today we are drawing the sort of prize of prizes. We've had
Probably
a
the most
few.
expensive one we've done
Yeah.
so far. It's
Apart
gorgeous
from the
guitar.
Crimson guitars, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, very true.
We've had a number of SEs. Joe, if you could grab us the guitar. We've had a number of SE Silver Skies through, and we love them. And essentially, it made sense that we get a US version of the John Mayer Silver Sky. And here it is. Interestingly, if I had to choose, I would actually choose the SE. I would. Genuinely, I would. In fact, I will. I need to get myself one. So,
It's a stunning guitar, though. Just the weight and that neck, the satin finish on it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Not 100% on the serial
Scarf
number.
joint.
Well,
oh, the hand applied serial number. That's a it's one of those things. It's hand applied. It's written by hand. It's cool. But anyway, this is. Oh no, we were going to draw this last.
we were. Yeah,
And
we
then
got,
I've gone
we
and-
got a bit excited.
Should we just?
Should we just draw it?
Yeah, fine. Okay, come on then. Somebody's going to win this beautiful thing. Let's get it over and done with. Okay, now I need to.
Take that out, I told it.
Okay, come on then. We are going to do this with a random number generator. This is Google's random number generator. It is truly random. It might be 2 ones, it might be in the middle, it might be at the beginning, it might be halfway through. It just is one of those things. So, how many tickets have we sold for this instrument, Mr. Webster?
We've
The Elder.
sold 775 tickets, please.
So this one actually sold out. Okay, without further ado, ticket number. Ticket number 34. Damn. I love it when it's at either extreme. Most of the time it's somewhere in the middle. But just to prove how random these things are, every now and then it's first day, first hour of something going on sale, who wins a guitar. And from your point of view, having to trawl through and search for the numbers on the first day of sales makes it very easy. So
Yeah, so this person bought 4 tickets, and the search
£15.
did work, which is fantastic. Let's see if there was a date on it for when it was.
There you go.
Yeah, 25th of March. Which kind of
What?
yeah, it's because it's
Oh.
random. Yeah, I'm panicked
sorry.
as well. For
No, okay, no. So yeah,
it's random numbers generated for it, hence the already kind of side prizes worked out numbers wise for it.
that's the way.
Like,
Normally
makes some
it
sense
is.
there, maybe.
Yeah, normally it's the tickets are sold sequentially based on when you buy it. But this was one of the first tickets, but actually only bought a couple of days ago.
But
So
yeah,
there we go.
the winner for this one is Adam Bowden Smith.
Adam Bowden Smith. That's actually a name I recognise for some reason. Congratulations, Adam. And
Yeah, I mean, if we have anyone in the chat as well, at least we got Joe kind of looking out as well, so it's a lot less likely to miss that, which is great. But yeah, that is oh yeah, it's a stunning guitar, isn't it?
it really, really, really is. So let's see. Adam Bowden Smith, congratulations. You're about to get an email, and we are going to we're going to ship this guitar to you. Andre Silver's saying, is there a lot of white noise? Potentially.
It could be
Microphones are
me and my jacket, if not. But trying to kind of.
not move. There we go. Let's.
Joe, do you want to take this one back?
Okay. Everybody's saying congratulations to Adam, Paul
And
Underhay,
to all the other winners, of
and
the 5 other winners that got the vouchers and cash and whatnot.
That's a very, very good point. So that's happened soon. Forrest Pfeiffer says, I'm coming to Crimson next Tuesday to pick up my PRS SE and to have a few hours in the school, but the draws are now supposed to happen on Tuesdays and Fridays. I might hang around till 4 just in case. If we have
so
somebody
good.
actually... Oh, that would be cool. Genuinely awesome. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I think if you are a winner and you are local to us, even people that have won previous prizes from us, drop us a line. We are busy down here, but at the same time, it's all about the community.
And we do
Come
appreciate
down
your
and see
support.
the museum, and we do appreciate the support. So share the love.
Very, very, very much so. Adam Dutton saying the Meteora needs a headstock more like that. The Jetson's body doesn't suit the trad fender headstock. I don't know, I quite like the Meteora.
I'd like to get another Meteora through. We're on the same
What he said.
page for that, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
what he
was
said.
one of the first guitars that we did on the previous platform. That was amazing, that guitar.
I think so. Tom Tackett saying, what about the red wine Epiphone Les Paul? Is that coming up yet? So
That one is, bring it over.
yeah, that is coming up. So I don't need to go in here. Why have we lost an image on that one? But it's working. That's a cool bass. Come on then, Joe. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're making everyone wait for it, and Joe's making us wait for it, and it's just a long. Oh, I tell you what, that you feel that compared to the last one.
Yeah, very much so. This is another one of the guitars that I came pretty close to talking myself into buying personally before Crimson even got a look in. It's actually been detuned, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to do anything. Yeah. The sort of vintage style Bigsby is incredible, and this is one that we upgraded the pickups and the wiring for entirely, actually, because whatever was going on in there was not good. It was not good at all. So yeah, custom pickups, full setup, everything that goes through Daily Guitar Draw is looked at by a luthier and is playing properly, and that's part of the draw, as it were. So how many tickets for this guitar, Tom?
We
Hold on.
500 tickets for that one.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Random number 321. Ticket number 67. Ticket number 67 has won this fantastically gorgeous guitar. Now it is also it's an Epiphone limited edition, this one. I think the next one is an Epiphone custom shop, is that correct?
I think it is.
Yeah. And it's essentially the Epiphone custom shop, there is no such thing. It's just limited editions called a custom shop. So it's marketing speak, but they are very, very, very good value for money and very cool instruments in the main. And it's part of what we're doing. We don't necessarily, if all we did was Fender custom shops and things like that, then yeah, we would probably generate a little bit more profit for the museum and for everything else going on. But I think it would be boring. We're looking for the interesting, the quirky, the stuff that you don't often see, with a healthy dose of the, oh my God, that's a gorgeous custom shop, whatever, of course. But stuff like this, I did not know that Epiphone had a custom shop or limited edition sort of side of things going on at all. And it is. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Ticket number 67.
I'm now there with it. I think a lot of it, as well as you are doing comparison videos, you are even in a selfish way. We are in a we're in a lucky position where we actually get to have a lot of guitars passed through our hands, and the same for the team here. All of the guys get to experience various different builds, various different designs, and it's
various different inspirations. Cool. What instigated this whole thing was me realizing that I had not spent any time in guitar shops other than going to talk to them about my stuff. And I had fallen out of love with guitars, and that is not the case anymore. Very, very much so. Okay, so ticket number 67. Ticket number 67. Bought 5 for the ASE.
Quite a few.
For the Jackson Dinky, the A6 Court, the Descendant, the Hollow Body 2 Piezo, and the Candy Apple Red, all of which have gone. And this guitar,
which was 5 tickets again.
Bought 5 tickets for this one. And Daniel Creeran, congratulations, Daniel.
Yeah.
This guitar is yours and will be winging its way to you soon.
Getting an email now.
Fantastic. Daniel, congratulations.
It's a nice top on that, isn't it?
Is
it veneer at that point? If it's
it must be. It must be veneer, yeah. But
I mean, that would be a lot of wood, if not.
But argue in the comments. Argue with us. I think that a flame maple veneer glued onto a maple cap has basically the same value as, and basically the same sonic properties, if it's glued properly, as just a standard solid flame maple cap. So, yeah, it is one of those things.
Bring on the birch ply.
Why don't you bring me the? Let's have a look at a couple of things that are coming up.
We've got the Challenger.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I'm very, very interested in the Challenger. Yeah. Okay, so let me have a look. Comments. Hi, people. Dr. Bill Botnick's in there. Paul Needs says, big shout out to fellow mods at Paul Cook and at Sweet Tea Guitars for arranging and doing the work to sort at Jam and Jesse Strat for him. Huge kudos, guys. The community is incredible. Lisa Hushbecker says, also no one is buying tickets for the uke. I'm strange with that. I'm fine with that, sorry, because I would love it, but it's on sale now. I bought it full price. So it's the uke. No, the uke went up. So I must apologise. Until we had an email this morning.
This is a good thing to address now. Yeah.
I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. Basically, every now and then we run sales, and we've had coupons and things like that going through the site. And in order to guarantee that the final couple of extra prizes for the PRS actually went to somebody, I thought, why don't we put these 3 guitars on sale? And because that was a randomly generated sort of number.
It was also the last of the guitars that were all finishing the draws on the same time before we started uploading a guitar per day as well. But
yeah. But I thought, hey, let's just put these 3 on sale. It'll hopefully sell out, which it did happen, and raise more money for the museum, which did happen. But we've had 2 or 3 people complain and say, come on, I bought this at full price, and you're sort of skewing the odds. I will not do this again. I've been treating it just like a normal product, rather than what it is, which is something that's basically odds-based, as well as raising money for the museum and everything else. So I formally apologise. That being said, the ukulele was my first test at actually putting something on sale, and it did have, it was on sale from the second I put it up as a test to see if the thumbnail had it, and it said sale and all that
exactly.
jazz.
Yeah. But yeah, learning as we go with it. So, and I guess there will be discounts that will be applied. There will be coupons that we put up, but most of the coupons and the way that we're going to communicate with you guys for those coupons is going to be through the emails. So if basically make sure you're subscribed, because we're not going to announce it weeks in advance. It's going to be, hey, flash sale over the weekend, 15% off, something like that every now and again. So yeah, should be interesting and fun, and buy one get one free. Just things to make it that much more interesting.
Absolutely. We're also, there's a lot of stuff happening. What will not happen is me discounting tickets later on. I genuinely didn't see the issue, but here we are. Peter Jones says, Ben, it's time you got some Matsumoto guitars in, Westbury's, Westtones, Arias, etc. Game changers, bringing pro-level guitars at affordable prices, allowing a load of kids to learn on great guitars. I agree. Personally, I had Aria Pro 2s as some of my earliest guitars. Nicholas Crepanti says, Ben, you need a new sign behind it. Looks so empty. Yes, the laser cutter, we're going to do it.
It's my fault. I just took that down today.
No, you're right. It needs to. Basically, I'm redesigning my entire studio here, mainly so that I can find the damn tools I need when I am here. So a bunch of people saying congrats to Daniel. Yeah.
What are the saddles on this? They're just
Brass.
brass, but they're kind of texturized tops on them. They're very cool.
So this is the PRS SE Hollow Body 2 non-piezo edition. Everybody loved the piezo so much in the last draw that, well, it's not actually true. I have a search saved for these, and this showed up and I nabbed it straight away. This is one of my own personal gots-to get that guitar kind of a thing, or maybe build myself a version.
It's just so lightweight, and the finish, you know, again for the price point, I don't know how they do it.
Very much so. This is another one. It's a flame maple veneer over flame maple. Paul Need says, for me the issue with veneer is from a building perspective, it's way too easy to sand through.
Oh,
mainly,
God.
not necessarily when you're building. You've been playing with veneer recently, but when you are refinishing them, etc. Yes, that's an absolute nightmare. When you're building, actually, you know, 8/10 of a millimeter is actually a fair old chunk of material.
Can you have issues with veneer taking stain if it's thin and it's been applied and it's had glue that come through, or is that
Yes.
not?
Yes, you can actually have an issue with that. Depends on the glue. So yeah, if you were using, I mean, super glue, for example, 100% would mess that. Thin epoxy would absolutely mess that up. You don't want to have too much glue on there. But yeah, we don't tend to play with veneers at Crimson very much.
Yeah, and don't
But-
go and use old veneer as well, because whenever you go to cut it or do anything with it, it's an absolute nightmare.
It is.
So
Your
yeah,
father's cigar box thing looks really nice, though.
yeah, 7 years later.
I didn't say that.
I said that. Not constant work.
Very good point. Big Unit Guitar says, Ben, it seems like you are occupying a lot of real estate with spoke shaves for the amount of time you actually use them. I love spoke shaves. They are pretty, they are gorgeous, and you just leave me alone. Thank you very much.
That Veritas one is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the Gibson Challenger 1. It's a beautiful instrument, and yeah, this is currently up on there as well. Very low odds. It's actually very lightweight. I'm not entirely sure what the timbre is. I'm not sure what the timbre is. This is another one with brass saddles, and
Cabo's pretty old.
yeah,
Just saying that quietly, not realising that the mic is right
the
next
mic's
to me.
right there. What do you say? Looks really old.
Is the nitro
Yeah, the nitro is
kind of the way it's
cracked and
cracked
checked, and it's
yeah.
beautiful. Again, I really, really, really like this as a sort of a personal instrument. It's something I really like the sound of. The whole thing is just cool, and
Again, it's just super interesting how it cracks certain ways on, you know, whether it's going with the grain or against the grain.
yep, fair point. Well, there you go. Fill your boots, fill your boots.
Just sit here, shall I? So we draw.
We're not
losing
drawing
track
that.
now.
No,
We're not drawing
no,
this,
we're
we're not
drawing.
drawing that.
We're drawing
We're-
the 3 pickup custom shop Epiphone custom.
No.
Yep, that's the one. So 438 tickets sold on that one.
Beautiful. Joe, take this as well. Thank you. Before I lose my mind.
Okay. Questions, queries, comments. The Challenger looks like White Limber or Carina. It may actually be Carina. I'm really, really, really not sure. Paul Need says, I've got an 80s Matsumoto Area LC440 in a now faded green burst. It was the first decent guitar I owned, has the skinniest neck ever, and is in desperate need of a refurb and frets. One day. I have the same sorts of issues, guitars that require a lot of work. Come on then, Joe.
I think
Joe got distracted halfway here
with the flame.
looking at how beautiful this thing is. This is, it's an incredible
Stealthy,
guitar.
isn't it?
One of the from my point of view, one of the best things about doing this is not necessarily that we're building a museum or a reference library that people are going to come and experience and actually play the guitars. It's that I have an excuse to trawl around all the guitar shops.
It's quite a deep carve on it, isn't it?
It's a beautiful thing. I've always wanted a Les Paul custom, and never really thought about something as subtle as this with the flame maple and the burst and all that. It's just incredible. Relatively lightweight for what it is, and yeah, limited edition Epiphone custom shop badge on the back. It's a lovely old thing. Anyway, let us draw. Let us draw these tickets. This is the last one for today.
It's been a quick one, isn't it?
It absolutely has, and they're going to be
kind
like
of slightly gutted about not doing more. So we've
438.
Yes, please.
Okay, ticket number 310. Ticket number 310. All done except for 310. Here we go.
Absolute beauty. Oh.
Really? Do we have another multi winner?
I think we have a multi-winner that the guitar has just left us.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Tim.
Tim Caldwell, congratulations.
I just wanted to leave it with just the first name for a second there. Yeah, Tim Caldwell won last week. Congratulations.
That's hilarious.
It just goes to show that's now 3 or 4 double winners we've got.
It's probably 4 or maybe even 5. We, Joe, really need an actual list of all of this so that we can have... What we'd like, actually, is a list of all of the winners with both their names and their YouTube usernames so that we can sort of know to look out for them. Very quickly, this is going to become an unmanageable mess of insanity, specifically for my brain.
And the number, just to double check on that, was... How was that?
The number was 310.
Yeah, 310.
You questioning yourself?
Well, yeah, there we go.
There we go. This is so much more fun, though. If it was an automatic draw and it was the computer basically just chose all of the numbers.
It would be terrible.
We get to know these people.
I still want to do a wheel at some point, but for now, it's perfect.
I think we need to. It just is what it is. It is what it is. So another guitar coming your way, Tim, and yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
2 guitars in 2 weeks. I think that's got to be the closest kind of time frame for someone to win to.
And everybody's saying congrats.
Yeah, take it from me, please. Good man.
James Weaver, I desperately want that PRS and the Scion and the Descendant. I have a problem. I have that same problem.
I'm saying congrats to Rune.
Is it Rune Onsen?
Not again, I don't think.
I don't think so,
just
no.
from a previous week?
May well be. The Artful Todger, current kit build is a spalted maple veneer, but it lacked character. Tried a bit of vibrant oxblood to liven it up, but it soaked it up more than anything else I've worked on, and then sanded through. That is the problem. If you're staining kits, you never really know. It might actually, well, you just never really know because you haven't built the entire thing yourself. Big Unit says several multi-winners. I've spent over $400 at this point and haven't won so much as a crisp high five. Tell me luck isn't a real thing again. My friend, I will give you a crisp high five. Aren't you coming down to visit us at some point? Coming down, coming over. I know it's across the pond. Your time will come, and at the very least you will get a crisp high five.
I just can't not think of a crisp high five as you emptying a packet of crisps into your hands and then... which would be great.
So I've got Deadpool in my head. But
oh, okay. All right, there we go.
So it is what it is. So,
but I mean, at the same time, it's it's supporting something bigger. I think is the thing. Not to, obviously everyone wants to win a guitar, and I think with the way the odds are going at the moment, I think everyone's in with a pretty good chance of winning a guitar.
Very much so.
At some point, but it's also it's helping something bigger. You're going to be a winner in any case. Being able to come down and see what we're building in the coming months and years, basically, it's very exciting. And
the website, the online part of the museum is going to be incredible. And as part of that, frequent flyers who have bought that many tickets, we will look after you. Trust me. Oh, I nearly said trust. But stop. Control me. Vicky Johnson says, I think that there should be a limit on how many times you can win. It would be nice to see more different people blessed. essentially, it's just like the random number generator. Every single competition is a hard reset, and there are the same amount of chances for former winners as there are for people who are buying a current ticket. That's just the way statistics and this sort of thing works.
Well, it's just the way of keeping it fair, isn't it? Which
Absolutely.
is the most important thing with all of this.
Very, very, very much so. Forrest Pfeiffer says, when do we get the T-shirts? Very good point. Joe? T-shirts.
Add it to your list.
Joe's got a big old long list.
Yeah, it's not getting any shorter.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there. Bulgarian Revolution says, as long as the Scion makes its way to my collection, all is good. We can build you another one. In fact, I've got some seriously cool plans for the next iteration of the Crimson Scion, or the Crimson guitar building department in general. There is going to be some seriously cool stuff coming your way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
we're talking about doing, some production stuff through this platform, and we talked about doing potentially a master build through this platform as well. It might be interesting to do a few kind of spec. We could spec with everyone a color scheme and whatnot.
Okay.
For production stuff. Just thought.
I absolutely agree. I've got a T-shirt blog if you want to send T-shirts. T-fetch. That's like those people who name themselves Send Nudes or whatever. It's T-fetch. I like it. Okay. We'll check that out. Send me a link because I'm lazy. We're going to be doing T-shirts. We're going to be doing custom shop stuff. We're going to be putting Crimson prototypes and experiments and stuff through here. You're going to be seeing guitar build videos of those on the main channel. And yes, we genuinely, now that Joe is taking over some of the day-to-day admin, we will be able to have the time to spend to actually put together all of these other things that we've talked about. In the meantime, I think we're just going to say goodbye and thank you.
And not Friday, but Tuesday next week.
Is it Tuesday next week? No, because we're still away. So it's Wednesday next week is the last one, is it not?
If you guys are away on Tuesday, then it'll be Wednesday. But there's no guitars that are ending until then. So.
Okay, basically the live stream days and dates and things are changing. We might have the next draw on Friday.
Yep.
But it depends on what's happening, because we've changed from listing 3 or 4 things to listing 1 new guitar a day and 1 guitar a day ending with a smattering of amplifiers. Not amplifiers, effects pedals and things. I don't want to ship amplifiers.
No, we don't.
I just don't want to ship
wanna
amps.
ship
We're never going to do amps. Yep, there we go. Barry Christian would love to come down and look around the museum and collect a guitar that he has won at some point, and that is absolutely on the cards. Eric P says, when you make your winner board, include the number of tickets they bought. I think the multi-winners are probably buying more.
They're not.
No?
I mean, like...
I think they're buying regularly.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the winners that we've had, Tim just there bought 4 tickets, I think, for that one. 4 or 5 tickets. Which
Yeah.
And it's limited as well. You can buy a limited amount of tickets. So.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I think maybe a bit more frequent, but a lot of the winners that we've had have only bought a few tickets each time.
Yeah.
When we've done the draws, it's always something that I find interesting. How many tickets have been bought? Whether someone's, I've never seen one where someone's bought more than 10 tickets for something.
Outside of GGBO, announcements on that soon. Trust me. Trust. Outside of GGBO, there was somebody who bought 100 tickets for one of the builds. They really wanted that guitar. Outside of that, no. Most people are 1 to maybe 4 or 5 tickets for a guitar, and yeah, the odds just are there. So it is what it is.
Got to be in it to win it.
Very much so. You absolutely do. Okay, a lot going on. We really appreciate your support, and yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
And watch this space. I'm not entirely sure what next week's stream is going to look like.
There we go. Paul's saying as well.
What day?
I won with 1 ticket.
Paul Underhay, I've won with 1 ticket. Fantastic. Last week, that is.
Have a nice evening.
I get so distracted.
I know.
Oh my God, look at all these people talking to me. It's great. We love it. We love you. Goodbye.
Cheers.
See you later, chap.